Okay, so in this video I'm going to show you how to submit a contract for e-signature. So let's begin with the basics. I'm going to start looking for my account again, 163.04.654. Again, I'm logged in as Yonago-san. Again, I got many results, so I'm a bit confused. So what I'll do is I go to office type, filter for the home, apply the filters, and I can see now here's the home for Tokyo, so I'm going to click on the account. So before we go to the e-signature process, I want to make sure that everybody feels comfortable with the contacts associated with an agency account. As you know, the agreements tab is here, so I can see the parent and the child agreements. But before going to the e-signature section, I wanted to make sure that you have the contact ready. The contact is the person that is going to receive the email and will sign the contract. So to make sure that the contact is available, you can click on the contacts tab and see which contacts are in there. Let's suppose for a moment that the contact that I'm looking forward to send this agreement for e-signature is not here. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and create a new contact. By the way, the existing contacts that are in here, these are contacts that might have been migrated from SalesNet. So it could be that these are all contacts, so don't worry about them for the moment. So I'm going to go to the contact section and create a new contact. Once I'm in the contact section, I'm going to start putting some fake information. I'm going to create a contact for myself. So I'm going to say Mr. Diego Larrea. I'm in JTB. I have the phone. I'm going to put my email address here. Remember, this is an example. This could be your account manager, for example, in JTB or wherever. I'm going to do delta.com. And for example, we can choose the role here, agency account manager executive, for example, or CEO or president, whatever you want. So in this case, I'm almost set. Let's see if there is any other required field. Remember that the required fields appear with the red bar on the left. Okay, so the basic information is the name and the last name and also the email address. Don't forget to put the email address. Make sure to enter correctly, because this information will be used for the e-signature. That's why we're doing it. So I'm going to save that. And now we can start talking about its signature. So we're in the contacts area. So I'm going to go back to the parent account. I can see the account name here, so I can click on the account itself. Okay, so I'm in the account now. This is the incentive home, so I'm fine. Now contacts. Let's see if my contact, my new contact is there. Yep, it's there. My contact appears there. Okay. I'll go back. I'm still in the JTB account, and now we're going to talk about the signature. So I put the mouse over the agreements tab, and I can see the parent agreement and the child agreements here. So I'm going to open the parent agreement, and I am going to check the status of this agreement. So what I'll do is I'll put the mouse over the approval history, and if my analyst is happy with this agreement, should be approved. So I can see that the second approval is here. So that means that this contract should be ready for e-signatures. There is 2 approvals. So let's look at the status. Look at the status category. It says in signatures, and it says status ready for signatures. So there has been a second approval for this. I can get the contract ready for e-signature. So how do we do the signature? Remember, I'm still at the parent agreement level, so I'm going to scroll down, and you will find a new button available here. The button is called e-signature, so I'm going to click on it. And now you will see one field there that I want you to pay attention to. It's called show attachments from child agreements. This is important because you want to show attachments generated in the exhibit. So remember, when we generated the exhibits, we generated a document. Well, that document has been stored in here. So we need to click, and this will bring all the child exhibits. Okay, so I have, for example, AIP JP TYO. This is the parent agreement. Remember, that starts with AIP. But then I have the JGB-NA, the JAI3B-PCH, and JAI3B-TPC. So I'm going to bring all these two as well because I want to include them in my contract. So I'm saying bring the parent and all the children and let's put them together so we create a contract. So signature type, there are two options, written signature and e-signature. In this video I'm going to show you how to do e-signature, which is preferred. Then look at this option. I also need to sign this document. So we do signature in here and we do signature order, and then we say recipient signs, then I sign, or I sign, then recipient signs. I'm going to say directly recipient signs, then I sign. Okay, doesn't really matter. I'm going to choose recipient signs, then I sign. Now look at this. It says recipient contact, and there's a little lens here. You cannot type whatever email address you want here. It has to be a valid contact in Salesforce.com. That's why originally at the beginning of this video I show you how to create a contact. So let's suppose that I'm going to submit it to my contact in JTB who's called Diego. So I'm going to look for the name. I'm just going to type in here, look at the lens, Diego Area. So I'm going to click on go and it will appear. If the name does not appear in here, that's because you have not created a contact. So you have to go back and repeat what I said at the beginning, create the contact. So my contact person of JTB is up here, so that's his name is Diego. Additional recipients email address, maybe I can copy Ito-san if you want to make sure Ito-san receives this. I'm going to leave it blank for the moment until we clarify the process. You can email a copy to also to anyone else and message. Please sign the attached document. This is the default. If you want to write something, you can type it in Japanese, it's fine. Or Thai or whatever. This video applies for everyone in Asia. Okay, the next part where it says attachments, I wanted to pay attention on how we're going to put the order of the attachments. And look at this. I have the first here shows this JAI3B-TPC, JAI3B-PCH, and JGB-NA, and then AIP. Let's put at the top the parent agreement. So I'm looking at the AIP. So I'm going to put this one at the top. Let's move it up. Takes a little while, so you can see it here. I'm going to move it up again. Came to the top. One more. Here. And now I have the two JAIs, and then I have the JGB at the bottom. Let's suppose I want to keep it that way. Let's suppose I want to put JGB after AIP. Okay, we can do that. Let's move the JGB on the second, and then the two JAIs together. Okay, so now that we have them in order, the parent agreement at the top and then all the child exhibits, I'm going to click and send. So I'm going to click and hit send. This will take a few seconds. And okay, seems the signature was sent. So let's have a look at the status now. It changed. Now it says status category says in signatures, and status says other parties signatures. So that means that this is ready for signature. Okay, so let's have a look at what happened. I was supposed to be the recipient. Oh, yep, I received an email from Yonago-san, and I can see the email sent from EchoSign, which is the company in charge of the signature. So now I can click here to review and e-sign the AIP. So let's suppose that now I'm the account manager at JTB. So I can review the document. It will take a few minutes or a few seconds to load the contract.